Now, next up, we have a Canadian brand that makes all their watches in Switzerland, so I think it qualifies here for the list, and that is looking at Marathon with their GSAR, their search and rescue. And just as a side note, as we're looking into these watches, there is a 41mm option, a 36mm option, as well as a jumbo option. So basically any size wrist that you have, you will be covered here. But for the sake of checking off a box of being a little bit different than the previously mentioned watches, going to look at the 36mm, so the medium option here. Now, when looking at dive watches for smaller wrists, it's a short list out there, and under $1,000, probably even shorter. 36mm case, lug to lug of 43.5mm. This is gonna wear pretty true to that size, if not a little bit smaller, just because of the bezel along the outside. You're getting a Salida movement in here, automatic Salida SW200, 300 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal, and you're also gonna get tritium tubes on this one, which is going to create this dynamic where the actual dial sits very far within the case because they have to stack the hands on top of one another in a uniform format so that it will actually clear the tritium tubes, because that does create a little bit of a vertical challenge in terms of setting up everything on the dial so that it does not run into those tritium tubes on it. And Marathon does have a backstory creating military issued timepieces for the Allied forces back in the 1940s and are still producing watches for US Armed Forces as well as Canadian Armed Forces to this day.